link out. Alright, let's just tweet out. I put the putting out a tweet saying we're live. Alright, I think we're on Twitter. Yes, Amos, about time indeed. It took a little while, but better late than never, as they say. Okay. But good to see you. Good to see you, Millis, once again. Alright, what am I doing? Let's open up all the projects. Alright, and then I'm gonna tweet out the stream. Okay. So I think it's time to work more on the server side. Yeah, let me look at the to-do list in the Discord. Oh, Millis, I didn't even see you PM me. The answer, as you know, is yes. Okay, so let's do the server logic. Okay. So I'm gonna do steps, or I'm gonna try to do steps 7 and 8 in my list in my checklist that I have on Discord here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's go to, the server map is going to be linked to this GameLift tutorial game mode class. So let's think about this real quick. So we have our default pawn, pre-login, so this is going to be important. I'm going to have, when players join the game, I'm going to have them, pass in a player session ID. So I'm going to need to accept that. That's going to be the same. I actually did some of this already. Accept player session, remove player session. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Init new player. Oh, because here we have the player controller here. That's why we get the player session ID again. Okay. We have the team. So then now what I'm wondering is, should the player pass the team? I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess they kind of have to, right? I mean, I don't think the server really has any information about the player. We can look at the what functions we have available in the GameLift server SDK though. So. Oh, or I could make. There's a couple things I could do with this server to determine which team a player is on. I could either have the client pass in their team as an option, kind of like how I have with the player session ID. Right. Or I could have the server call an API that checks for the player ID. I feel like the only problem with the latter option is that's going to be really slow. Thank you, Amelis. A bit tired. You know I'm tired, Amelis, as always. Yeah, I think there should be, Amelis, you're a security guy. There should be. So here's what I have right now. So GameLift has to accept the player session. So like when the matchmaking request is fulfilled, a bunch of player session IDs will be generated and will be these sessions will be reserved for a game session. What I'm thinking is when the player connects to the game, they pass in through the options that you can pass through the open level function. I'm thinking they pass in the player session ID, and I'm thinking of them passing the team as well. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, right? Do you think this is a flawed practice? The only thing I could think of that's wrong with this is that I mean, I think that's fine, right? I mean, people can't. I don't think there's anything like inherently risky with that, unless maybe someone finds like the server address and port of a game session, and then they connect on their own, and then they pass in like their own things. Thank you, Mouse. All right, let's go on with that. Honestly, so let me modify the player state. Oh, I already had it. I don't know how games do it anyway. So I mean, I'm sure someone can like correct me on that. Let's get the team. So yeah, we'll have the player pass in the player session ID and the team. And team. Okay. I think that's good. So they have a team. Alright, I think that should be fine. Now, let me compile this. I know that's a really small change, but... So let me think here. What else do I care about right now? Character's pretty normal. Get lifetime replicate props. Oh, this is old. I don't think I need this anymore. I had a function called, I had a property called game ready. That was old. I don't need that anymore. Move forward. These are all set up player. Yep, that's there. Yeah, like these functions are. I don't need that. Not doing any of that game ready stuff anymore. So I don't even need this. Just gonna clean up some stuff. Change ready status. Though I made an input for that, but I'm gonna get rid of that. It's the input. Yeah, I had a ready up button, but I think that's up. I don't need that anymore, so we're good. We're good. Look up. Is that level entry? What was this? Oh boy. Let's get rid of that. Delete. Alright, that's fine. I might even commit that, honestly. Like, just to commit, just to remove, like, old code that I'm not using anymore. Yeah, like, I'm not using this commented stuff anymore. Move right, move forward. Gamer. Yeah, I'm not using that. Alright, let's build that. And then, yeah, we'll make a commit for that. Let's just wait for that to compile. Wait, there's a UFC fight today, right? Oh boy. Wait, no, that's next weekend. Oh wait, no, it's today. But it hasn't started yet. Oh, there's some good fights today. UFC 248. Wow, there's actually some really good fights today. Ooh, one of them was canceled. The middleweight fight. That's a shame. That is a shame. Alright. Took a while to compile. So let me just quickly commit my changes real quick. I think I saved, right? Let's do it again. Removed old stuff from past tutorial. I'll push that. Alright, so I think we got a lot. There's actually a lot more logic than I thought that's already written in there. So what do I need to do now? Pre-login, logout. I definitely need a HUD for the players. That's definitely for sure. I definitely need a HUD for these guys. Some kind of UI. Before I get there, though, and I might look at I'm gonna look at some Fortnite clone code for this actually. So what I want to do now is I want to implement like kind of like a thread that kind of like checks how many players are in the game. And then my idea is to simulate, because this isn't going to be like a real game. So what I plan to do is I'm going to have like some kind of timer function that runs maybe like every 5 or so, maybe 10 seconds. Just checks the number of players. Once we reach the minimum amount of players needed in a game, so like 8, we will start the game. So we'll initiate another timer function. And this will do 2 things. In 15 seconds, it'll stop backfill. And in 30 seconds, it'll end the game and choose one team at random to win. That was kind of my idea. So honestly, let me just Google this. Unreal Engine timer. Although I definitely have it in here. I definitely have some code for that stuff. Let me just look. I'm sure it's here. Private. I deleted the client stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. There used to be a client.target.cs file, but I got rid of that. Fortnite clone game instance game mode. Okay, yeah, it's probably this one. There's definitely a timer function. There's gotta be somewhere. The timer handle is here. Ooh, Tom Lumen article. Love a Tom Lumen article. Can I do this? Oh, do I? Oh. Let's save this. Now the question is, Subtage. Question is, do I have to do the timer function and begin play? Yeah, it looks like I do. All right. So let me do. So where's my class? This guy. So. All right, let me do. Not sure what the best practices here are for timer functions, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Okay, so let me do in begin play. Clearly I should do it in begin play. So get world timer manager, set timer. I'm just gonna make a local variable for this. Oh, okay. I understand why he makes, or why they make it. Okay. I should probably make it like a variable then. Like, I don't know if I have to make this a U property or not. General Kenobi. I love Star Wars. General Kenobi. I do like some Ewan McGregor. I'm not gonna lie. Let me make this. Yeah, I might as well make it a private variable. F timer handle. I'll just be like start game handle. Okay, so Taj, this is my idea. So this stream, I'm gonna focus on trying to implement some server logic. So this tutorial isn't gonna be a legit game. So here's my thinking. Begin play, I'm gonna set a timer function. So it'll be run like maybe like 5 or so seconds. All this function does is just check how many. It just checks how many players are in the game. Once we've reached the minimum amount of players in the game, which is 8 in this case, we will start the game. And all starting the game will do is it'll probably be another timer functions that in 15 seconds we'll stop the backfill, because right now GameLift I set the setting to be automatic backfill. So in 15 seconds we'll stop the backfill, and then in 30 seconds we will just choose a random team to win. Just random. Literally it. So, yeah. So that's why I'm using timers. Um, Let me make a function. Do I need F timer handle? I'm pretty sure I did something else to like stop. I'm pretty sure you can stop. You're good, Taj. I'm pretty sure like storm. Did I never clear the time? Of course I didn't. That's how you know that I'm like just not a good coder. Start storm. Yeah, I literally just never. I don't even want to look at Fortnite code right now. It's so bad. Maybe I could call this like check player count handle. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll use this guy. This is a GameLift tutorial game mode. And I will make this function. I don't know if this has to be a U function or not, but I guess I'll find out. Void check player count. Not the greatest name, but yeah, not the greatest name. I mean, that's what it's doing. It's just checking the player count. I was gonna call it start game, but like, that's not a good name either because you're not technically starting the game like every 5 seconds. Okay, so check player count. And I have to write this function too. I definitely need like some include statement for this, I'm pretty sure. It's one of these. There's definitely an include for this. I'll find out the hard way. Okay, so what are the, alright, I need to like actually get the, like, I need to know what the parameters mean for this guy. In rate, this would run every second. I don't think I want to do that. I'll do like every, I said every 5 or 10. I'll do 5. I think 5's fair. We'll do 5. True. First delay. I'll just 2. I mean, these are pretty arbitrary numbers. I'll do 5 for that as well. Alright, let me just compile this real quick. Let me get my phone. It's taking a while to compile today. Oh, we got some YouTube notifications. I got a notification for a comment. This guy said you could make this into a job if you change the name and made like seasons. I don't know. I feel like people kind of underestimate how hard game development actually is. Okay, so let's do. There's a function called get player count, and I actually use this, I think, in this one, right? No, okay. I think I use it in the menu lobby, probably the lobby. Get play. It's one of the get num players. Yes, Taj. So the reason why I'm using timers is, so here's my thinking. This isn't gonna be an actual game. This is just a tutorial project. So what I'm going to do to simulate a game is I'm going to write this timer function that loops every 5 seconds, and it's going to check the number of players in the game. Yes, Taj, exactly. I didn't even have to say it. You're too good for me. All right. I want to check this function real quick. Is this the blueprint one? Okay. Getting them players. Okay, getting them players should work for me. But yes, Taj, that's exactly right. I don't know if that's the best practice, but I have no better way of doing that right now. So yeah, we're going to quote unquote, start the game. Also, I want to kind of like print this out, just make sure it runs. G engine. Taj and Amilis, just making sure. I think you guys get the stick. I think my approach is fine, right? Checking the minimum number of players. Once it reaches the minimum number I need it to be, I start my game logic, which is basically in 15 seconds I'll stop backfill, and in 30 seconds I'll just choose a team at random to win. And then at that point, the game session will be terminated after that. So, but yes, Taj, I am using C++ for the game mode blueprint. G engine, what's the include statement for that? Engine/engine. Okay, definitely need that. Oh, I already have it. Too good, too good. Widget, one of these G engines. Let's take this guy, this fella right here. It's not, Taj, it's not really a question like how to do it, it's just more like, is this the right practice? I think we all know how to do it. It's just like, is this like okay or suitable for a tutorial? I want to say yes. Trying to keep it as simple as possible without literally doing as much. So I mean, that's just my opinion, but I would not mind hearing like differing opinions. And this is like what I'm worried about, because I feel maybe the next time I stream, when there's more people watching at a better time, I may get like a lot more differing opinions. So, but yeah, just something to think about. All right. All right, let's just run this, or let's just compile this. Let's just run this. Let's just make sure this works. Let's make sure we got like a function actually running every 5 seconds. Let's do dedicates. Let's do like 4. I really hope this does not like super lag the stream. Let me know if the stream just starts lagging, because I don't want to. I think it's running every 5 seconds. Because the debug message should only last 5 seconds, so that's why it's like disappearing and reappearing really quickly. Yeah, okay. I think it's working. Maybe I shouldn't do like every 5 seconds. I'll do like 2. I'm pretty sure it's working, but like, I just want to check. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's working. I'm just gonna let it appear one more time. All right. So how do I clear the handle? I think that was in here. All right. All right. So clear the handle, but we want to do stuff before that. So I want to start a new. Yes, Taj. Yes. That is absolutely a valid way to work. I'm using the get num players function. Um, get all actors of class is absolutely fine as well. I may even switch to get all actors of class. Because sometimes, at least in Fortnite clone, I remember getting on players was glitching out. So honestly, let me see which way is the best way. I just need to count. I mean, I think getting them players is accurate, right? I mean, can we trust get num players? Because isn't there like. I'm sure it's accurate. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too paranoid because of Fortnite clone. Check number of players in the game. No, I don't know what that is. Should I just do get all players? I mean, what's the difference between get all players and get num players? I can't even find that function. What is get all players? Get all players. It's a game state function. Game state. Get all players. Oh. That doesn't help me. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's get num players. I think that's fine. For the server to check how many clients are connected to the game. But, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at the Unreal Engine game state class. I feel like it's the same. Getting on players. Wait, where's the game state base? Wait, what is this? What is this answer talking about? Player array. Oh, okay, player array. See, there's getting them players and get them spectators. I feel like. I mean, shouldn't that work? Taj, I think no, Taj, I got it working. I'm just debating whether I should use get all actors or should I use get num players. But thank you. I still appreciate it regardless. I think getting them players is okay. I don't know. I'm just paranoid because again, like in Fortnite clone, it did not work in Fortnite clone. So it's weird. It didn't work on the client side though. It would work on the server side. I think getting them players should work. Oh, okay. I think no. Okay, I think my approach is fine. I think the getting them players is a good hack, but on the client, getting them players is not accurate. So actually, thank you, Taj, because when I go to the client, if I ever need to display the number of players on the client, which could be useful in Fortnite clone, I would probably do something like your way, Taj, or just something besides getting them players. I think that's what I'm getting from these answers, these forum posts. Get list of all connect all. I will save this. I'll probably do this way on the client. What is this? Answers. But thank you, Taj. I think I'm good. Game mode num players. Yeah, this guy recommends num players. Alright, I think we're good. Let's get rid of these guys. Just overreacting. Let's not waste too much time because I'm really good at wasting time. So, all right. So yeah, I gotta clear the handle. Number of players in the game. So I'm gonna make another timer function, I guess, to kind of emulate what I want to do. GameLift tutorial game mode. So I want to do two things. I want to stop the backfill. Backfill, I believe, is one word, right? Yes, it is. And I want to not stop the backfill. End the game. End game. So let's make two more functions for those. Amelis, the count. So basically, I was asking earlier, like, and maybe you can like kind of review this. So here's my plan. This isn't going to be like a real game. It's a tutorial. So I'm going to like kind of simulate some game logic here. So this function will be called like every 5 seconds. And the point of it is to check if the minimum amount of players have joined, which is 8. Once 8 players are in the game, the game, quote unquote, will start. And basically all this is two delayed functions will be called. Delayed in the sense that one will be called after 15 seconds, which stops the backfill. Because right now, so right now, because the backfill is automatic according to the matchmaking configuration I've set, and then in 30 I'll have another delayed function that gets called in 30 seconds that ends the game, which in this case is just choosing a winning team randomly and ending the game, like terminating the game session. So that's pretty much it. Thanks, Amelis. I was a little hesitant, to be honest, so good to have your vote of confidence. Alright, so I need to make 2 more functions. So one is stop backfill, because I definitely need to do that. Hopefully I'll be able to do that through this. Through the server in Unreal Engine code, through the GameLift server SDK. If not, I would have to call an API, which is not fun. Okay, so start the quote-unquote start the game. So let me call 2 more functions. Or 2 delayed functions, I guess would be the better word. So yeah, check for so stop backfill. End game. So I don't want this to loop. Should only get called once. So this should be 0. Or I don't even know. I don't know what the in rate should be if there's no loop. Delay for this one will be 15. This one will be 30. So there should be a D. Yeah, I think that's good. I gotta clear these handles as well. So I'm gonna copy this line. I'm just gonna check if the timers work. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. Backfill ended. Or I'll do like backfill stopped. And then this one, I'll make game ended or game over. And I'll make this one last a little longer, 5 seconds. All right, let's just run these. Just gotta wait for it to compile. Oh, it's gonna be faster this time. Missed a parentheses. Okay, let's test this. Let's do 8 clients. Hopefully this doesn't really lag. Oh boy. Am I stuck? Some weird physics. Look at my army. These are my minions. Alright. Enough clowning. There's so many Unreal windows that I can't even see. Oh, backfill stopped. There's so many Unreal windows that I can't even see the chat when I choose this many clients. So that was backfill stopped. Game over. I'm just going to wait a little more time. I'm just going to make sure they don't loop. See, I love how the 7 that I'm looking at are in sync, but the one I'm controlling isn't. My minions. I don't think it's looping. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that didn't lag too much. Alright, now I'm looking at my stream. I think it's good. Okay, so actually, let me add this. Let me just make sure that this function to check player count isn't looping either. Let me make sure like the timer's actually getting cleared. Ooh, but I don't think I can even test that. Yeah, I don't think I can even test that because it's gonna. Oh no, yeah, I can test that. I can test that. It'll print once and that's literally it. Yeah, so it's gonna print once, and that should be it. It shouldn't print anymore. Yeah, it's not printing anymore. Cleared it. Next time it's gonna print backfill. Yeah. Okay. We're good. That was just a test. Okay, so Taj, that's a great question. I don't know how getting them players works. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I was skeptical, and that's why I wasted so much time in the stream at the beginning, like just looking at information about it or other ways to get the number of players. I believe though it gets the player controls. I could be wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's only sustainable on the server. Yeah, I think on the client side, I don't think it's like good. I would not recommend it on the server side. I think that's really all I need. So this okay. So the backfill. How do I do this? I don't need these anymore. Like, how do I do the backfill now? What is this? Yes, companion. But I'm using this function, getting them players, that I believe does that companion. I could be very wrong, but all right. Yes, stop match backfill. Fantastic. Wait. Oh, stop matchmaking. Wait. Oh, but I need the ticket. How do I stop the backfill? Should I do the easy part first? Nah, let's figure this out. Okay. Turn off automatic backfill. You can opt to stop automatic backfill at any point during an individual game session. For example, you might want backfill to occur only up to one gameplay actually starts, or stop backfilling in the last few minutes of the game. Yes. How do I get this? Oh, I see. I see. So I have to use the on update game session feature of GameLift. Okay. Can they give me an example at least? I mean, come on. Let's look at the forums. On update game session. Is that what it's called? Okay, someone had something. What is this? Ugly. Oh, you know what this is? So the forum was not forums.awsgametech.com. It was different. It looked nothing like this. So all the stuff like the code did not format very well in the conversion. Um is it remove player session? Okay, I did remove player session. Let me read this. The add flex match to a game server. Yeah, I do remove handle player connection. Oh, so apparently I don't even need to. Supposedly, I don't even need to pass in the team. Supposedly. Okay, connection request from a game client must reference a player session ID. So the client has to at least pass in the player session ID. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That all this makes sense. Okay, I think that's pretty easy. Okay. I think we're good. So actually apparently I don't even need this, supposedly. Apparently I don't even need to pass in the team. All I need is the player session ID. Now, according to these docs, I should be able to get the team. Maybe I should actually just focus on that first, getting the player data. So how do I validate the player? Oh, describe player sessions. Okay, okay. Got it. So I'm not even gonna know what this looks like. I know it's gonna be player data. Okay. Alright, let's do it. If with and if. Alright, so we're only passing in the player session ID. Okay, that makes sense because then like the player can't like fluff their team and they should only know their player session ID associated with their ticket, so Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so describe player session request. Um, um, wait. Yes, companion. Don't worry. I did that. And why not? We'll do it just in case. We'll check just in case. Let me get my two-factor. Oh, wow. I'm already logged in. Never mind. Shocking. Um, oh, wait, no. This is because I'm making a new one. I thought I was looking at my matchmaking configuration, and it didn't have it. But then I was like, by default, it's because it's by default it's actually manual. Interesting. Yeah, so these are my things. Wait, what's the default request timeout? Oh, there is none. I just made it 10 minutes. That's kind of long. Do you guys think I should honestly, I'm starting to think I should lower that. I think 10 minutes might be a little too long. But then it's like not really, because honestly, I've seen League of Legends games. I know from firsthand, like literally, I've seen League of Legends matches take like 30 minutes to get in. But should I lower it to maybe like 5 minutes? What do you guys think? Because right now it's at 600 seconds. But yeah, we're on automatic. Okay. So let me do a. Okay, so I'm still so I can do get game session ID. I think that works. Where are the functions for this guy? Okay. Get game session ID. Okay, then I'll keep it at 10 minutes. Um, just as like a happy medium, because like companion, then I would probably set the request timeout to like I don't even know. Wait, does it have like yeah, I would make it like a ridiculous number then in that case. Companion. So I'll keep it at 10. Keep it at 10 minutes. Bro, I can't find which dock is it? Okay, we're just gonna put this one here. Wait, no, not this one. Oh my goodness, where's this one? Okay. Make the right stuff the game with server SDK functions. Do I even have like do I even have the imports for this stuff? Alright, request. What is the set player session status filter? What is the describe player sessions request? get that. Oh, no, I don't need this. Because if they join the game, then I mean, like... And I should add logic to, like, reject, bad player sessions, but I don't know if I will do it for this tutorial. I think that might be a bit excessive. I'll put it as a to-do. Or non-reserved. What's up, M1? How you doing? Yeah, I don't think I need this. Yes, M1. I know. I'm a light mode guy. I'm sorry, man. I'm a light mode guy. Probably companion. Set limit, I would do 1. Wait, I have the player session ID. I don't even need either of these. I was gonna say. Guys, it's okay. The light mode's just the way, guys. I don't know how else to say it. The light mode's just the way. Okay, so is that... So is that singular? So will it be in the player data? Like, how do I get the team from this object? It's gotta be player data, right? I mean... This is gonna be so annoying. I have no idea. I mean, is the matchmaker data this in this player session like object? Like, how do I know? This is so annoying. Like, I literally don't know what to do. It's let's look up like no problem, N1. Thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate it. I just want to get information about the player. Let me just make sure this compiles. Let's go to development server mode. I don't even know if this stuff will compile. But like, so I don't know if it's really an issue. I think it's just I don't know what to do. So basically, I read some docs. They basically said all the game client has to do is pass in a player session ID. From there, you can get information about the player through this ID. So I don't need to pass in the team. It should be part of the matchmaker data that you should be able to get apparently through calling the scribe player session. So I just want to know how that works. So I'm going to let's look at the GameLift server SDK. What? That's a good question, Millis. I don't even know if I can answer that, to be honest with you. Why do I need it? Oh, I mean, I guess, you know why actually it could be useful? So eventually I want to like make a UI on each client that kind of shows each player, their people on their team. Basically, I want to replicate this team variable, so the only way to do that is through the server. I guess the only way to do that reliably is through the server. Because, yeah, I could do it through the client, right? But then they could, like, quote unquote, like, fake their team. For this, I think it would be better to just do it through the server. That's just my opinion. Also, I think it's good practice just because, like, they have that functionality. So, I don't know. Um, there's So, Amelis, we're not gonna pass the team through the options that you pass through open level anymore. It's gonna be just the player session ID that's passed, and then the server will look up the team based on the player session ID pass, so that like the client can't like pass in some BS team value or something if they find a way to like hack the game or something. Const tchar star. Okay, I gotta Google this error. Const tchar star to const char star. How do I fix that? I know there's some function out there. this work? Let's Google that. I have no idea if that's gonna work or not. Yeah, I was thinking that of Melissa as well. I was thinking that. I feel like if the GameLift server SDK has that functionality, I might as well take advantage of it. I don't know. I know that's like more work, but I want to try to do it by the book as much as I can. All right, that compiled. So what does this contain? What is this? That is interesting, companion. I'm not, I mean, companion, that might be good in most cases, technically. I mean, they're trying to save resources. What is this? So can I literally just do... I'm trying, Melis, I'm trying. There's not like good examples for this. I don't think people have gone this far in the game of stuff. Yes, companion, that's very accurate. Let me look up. Let me look up this guy. I don't even want that. I want this guy. Wait, what? Oh shoot. How do you get... I know this is a C# reference, but I'm like very curious. Like, how do you... But see, how do you get the result? It doesn't tell you like how to parse that. Like, that's the annoying problem. Like, I wanna parse this, this describe player sessions outcome object. Like, yeah, it has a list of player sessions. Let me look this up in the forums again. Oh, okay, we got an example. So it's that result. And also I can check the outcome as well. What is it? Player session not success. I don't even like that. I'll just do outcome. What else does he do? Okay, so he does it in here. Result. Outcome dot result. Okay. Describe player sessions. Somewhere here. So is it the get player sessions? Oh, this is the request. Whoops, I need the outcome. So get player sessions. Oh, this is... Wait, let me make sure this works. I just realized this is like a C# answer, I think. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't success. Maybe it's like... Wait, that might be easy to find out. Where's the outcome object? Is success? And then result. Let's probably get result. Get result, okay. Get results. You are right, companion. So I will do... I kind of want to just get one player session. I'll probably not do any error handling right now. Let's get player sessions it's a vector. Do they have like get functions or whatever? Let me comment out this. Let me just compile this real quick. So it's a vector. This is a C++ question now. Vector get first element. Like I don't even know how to... That begin? That front? So if I did that front, would that work? If I literally do that front. Oh, I don't even know how this works, so... does not take 0 arguments. Oh, player session. Does not take 0 arguments. Shocked by that. Really? Seems to return, or it seems to have 0 arguments to me. Really? So what if I just did like auto then? I just did like, oh, is it because I didn't have a semicolon? I don't know if that had to do with it or not. No, does not take 0 arguments. Huh? Really? Oh. I guess 1. I was looking at the like direct C++ function. I should have looked at the Unreal wrapper function. Okay, we have, oh wait, can I convert argument 1 from int to int at? How do I? What is this error? Um, int ampersand. I forgot how C++ works, so C++ function parameter. Is it a constant? Is const? No, companions. So there's another function. I'm using this one. I have to use this function. I have to use this one. The thing is, though, I don't know. Wait, so this function takes in an int. Oh, so it just takes an address to an int. So it's literally just this. Can I convert argument 1 from int star to int at? What is an int at? Is it just this? What's an int at? What is int at? Yes, what is this? Please help me. Wait, let me just pass 1 again. Now we're dealing with C++. I did do... Oh, I was supposed to do that. I remember, I think. I'm so confident I'm going to give this guy an upvote. Nope. I could have sworn it was that. Nope. Integer literals cannot be passed as non-const reference. I'm just trying a bunch of things. I don't really know C++ that well. Like, this is like, we're getting like real C++ now. Yeah, I had a feeling that was illegal. I don't know how to fix this. This is the exact error I'm getting. But like, I don't know how to fix this. I did make it a variable. I thought I literally made it a variable. I literally just made an int. Didn't like that. It's gonna complain again probably, right? Did I not try this? Oh, wait, that worked. Oh, shoot, companion, I'm very sorry to hear that. Cannot convert from AWS. So this has to be a star. I could have sworn I tried this one. See, the thing is, even though I have this information, like this time it will probably work. I still don't know how to get the player data. Like, I'm kind of just grasping at straws right now, to be quite honest. There's definitely a function for this. Get player data. But that's not the one I'm going to use. That's the one I'm going to use. So is player data just it's a string? I'm probably going to have to parse it. Okay. Fantastic. So for now, I mean, I literally won't know, so. For now, I'm literally just gonna like use a G engine statement, just because like I don't know I don't know what this player data is gonna look like, so I'm literally just gonna print it out. Like I really don't know what to do, and I'll make this like super long too. I'll make like 10. I'll make this message last for just 10 seconds. Player data looks like, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to parse this JSON. Like I'm pretty positive that's what I'm gonna have to do eventually. So I'll forget about the team for now. It's not important, honestly, at this point. The reason though, if I don't know if you're still watching Millis, but the reason why I want to do everything through the server, I know I can do it through a Lambda function. I know that's easier, but again, if they have this functionality built in the server SDK that every single person and their mom has to use to integrate games with GameLift, then we might as well try to use as much of the functionality as possible. But at this point, it's just good to get it through the server because one, the client can't, mock this team data if they're only passing the player session ID, and also the server can be responsible for doing things with the teams. For example, I had an idea was like assigning colors for the players based on each team, and yeah, I mean just stuff like that, So it's okay, companion. I can't think at the moment either. Parse the player data object and set the team. Hopefully that worked. Like, what'd be hilarious if the player data just didn't have it. It just didn't have the team, and we did all of this as a waste of time. I would not be surprised, to be quite honest with you guys. Okay, so I will get rid of that. Okay, so let's leave that. Let's get back to the hard stuff. So stop backfill. This will be interesting for me. This will be very interesting. So stop backfill. So I really don't know how this will work. So I know it has to do with on update game session, which I got from this one. This one. So turn off automatic backfill for a game session, step 3. You can opt to stop automatic backfill at any point during an individual game session. For example, you might want the backfill to occur only up to when gameplay actually starts, or stop backfilling in the last few minutes of the game. To stop automatic backfill, add code to your game client or game server to make the GameLift API call stop matchmaking. This call requires a ticket ID. Use the backfill ticket ID from the latest backfill request. You can get this information from the game session matchmaking data, which is updated as described in the previous step. This is so vague. So I clicked on prepare server process, which brought me, I think, here. Yeah. So let's get rid of that. Oh. do that. So it has two hyperlinks here, like, and I don't know like which one to do. Okay. So prepare server process. Add code to initialize an Amazon GameLift client and notify the Amazon GameLift service that the server is ready to host a game session. This is basically done in the default code that they give everyone for their server. This code should run automatically before any Amazon GameLift dependent code, such as on launch. So step one, in an SDK. That's done. Yes, companion. Yes. So in the SDK, notify GameLift again. Process ready. So this is that big function. Process ready. Takes in parameters. These parameters take a bunch of handler functions. Um, so this is the optional one. Update match data on the game server. So that is the same as this guy. Okay, so no matter how you initiate match backfill requests in your game server must be able to handle the game session updates that Amazon Game delivers as a result of match backfill requests. So maybe someone has made like an on update game session method in the forums. By the way, there's a lot of praying right now. I'm adding a lot of server code and not testing it because like I don't really know how to do like GameLift local well. Maybe I could use this as an opportunity to start GameLift local, honestly. I might do that tomorrow because I'm a little dead right now. It's gonna be hard though. It's hard. There's a lot of things you can't do on local. That's kind of the issue. really tired right now. Oh, that was loud. I don't understand why they don't give me like another way to do this. Alright, let me try it. So I'm adding a callback for on update game session. So let me go to the definition for f process parameters real quick. Where's on? Oh, it's not even here. Wait, I could have sworn I just updated the server SDK. I absolutely did. It doesn't even exist. Wait, did I type it in wrong? It's on update, right? Got a little itch in my nose. Wait, on update game session. It doesn't exist. On process terminate isn't here, but there's an on terminate. Let's look up update. No, that's it. Wait. There is no on update game session method. Wait, let me install the latest SDK and look at the source code there. That's crazy. Because the only way I'm going to get... So basically what the docs are saying is that I will get the latest backfill ticket, matchmaking ticket, from this on update game session Lambda function. But it doesn't even exist. So let me... So I'm going to extract it right now. I feel like that is endgame. Wait, endgame as in like... we're screwed? Or endgame as like... Yeah, what do you mean by endgame? I'm checking the code from here, because... I'm like very curious serious right now. This is... I mean, I feel like that's kind of what this one group of people tried doing. The problem is, though, like, they didn't follow. They technically aren't following best practices because they're exposing AWS SDK functions directly. But regardless, that only takes care of the client side. Doesn't even do the server side. But I think that was their intent. All right, I'm looking at the code. So this file, oh, not responding. This one doesn't have it either, so, and I just downloaded it straight up, so. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't see an on update whatever, you know. I see an on terminate, I see an on health check, on start game session. There is no on update. Wait, this is actually crazy though. There is no on update game session. Let me just try let me just try building this. Like maybe it won't even complain. I highly doubt it. Maybe it just won't complain. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't. It's not a member. That's the problem. This doesn't exist. There is no on update game session method. Send backfill requests. I want more information about this. Why can't it give me an example? In your game server's call to the server SDK action process ready, add the on update game session callback method as a process parameter. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, I don't. Unreal? I don't know, guys. This is not good news. Yeah, so it looks like this guy already kind of beat me to it. Maybe this has to do with the Unreal Game Lift module not having on update game session implemented. These docks are really broken because it says to do one thing, but I can't do it. I literally can't do it. But see, wait, this is different. So I need this for stopping the backfill, but I think I've actually found it. So what is the automatic flag doing? For backfill companion, it's just so I need to stop the backfill, but the problem is, or I guess it's not really a problem, but yeah, but Amilis, I to stop the backfill from the server, I need to use the I need a ticket ID. So there's a function called stop backfill, right? Or actually, it's stop matchmaking. It's one of these functions. Stop match backfill. So I would use this function. Problem is you need a ticket ID. Oh wait, game session. Oh, maybe I don't need it. Oh, I need an ARN though. Game session ARN. Oh, that might work actually. Do I need all three of these though? Oh, all three of them are required. Right. The initial docs do say just stop, just say stop matchmaking, but it's not as simple as that. You have to go through. Right, that's pretty true, companion, but you have to go through this game with SDK module. That's how you basically use your Unreal Engine client to, or sorry, that's how you make your Unreal Engine project communicate with the GameLift server SDK plugin. The game session not get matchmaker data though. Guys, you gotta be a little careful, guys, because I think you guys are also. Don't get me wrong, I might be overthinking this, but don't forget that this is the GameLift server SDK. This isn't the GameLift client SDK. So I just want to make sure you guys are also not like giving me information related to the GameLift client SDK. Because get matchmaker data, what is get matchmaker data? Like, if I search in these docs. Also, I may have to go search outside this because I feel like it might make me sign in. Yeah, see, like, I didn't get any. I searched these docs and I got no results. I can Google get matchmaker data. There is one for Java. But see, like this is the GameLift client SDK. I don't have access to this. If you get what I'm saying, because this is an AWS GameLift model game session class, right? So like this reference doesn't apply to me. What I have is AWS GameLift, whatever this stuff is, essentially. This is all I have. I have some internal stuff. I have some protocols. Melis, if I'm looking in the wrong place, definitely feel free to send links, honestly, because, like, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I only have these things. Like, you sent game session that get matchmaker data, but what I'm trying to say is, like, we don't have access to that. So you're saying there's a get matchmaker data. Oh, I see. Okay, I get what you're saying. But then how do I get the game session? You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's a way. Like I don't even know why they have that model. Cuz that's the problem. How do I get the game session? And also I don't know if getting the game session is like the natural way to do it. But see, okay. I mean, there's some overlap, right, with the link you just sent, but it's not exactly the same, is what I'm trying to say. That function you referred to does exist in the server SDK. The problem is I don't know how to get the current game session, though. And I don't know if I'm even supposed to. I'm even meant to, like, get the current game session. I can look it up in the forum, though. MLS, I'm like trying to look at neither because I've learned that actually the best docs is actually just the source code in general. Because although the C++ reference is a little better, it's still not exactly the same as like the server SDK. How do I get the game session though? I don't think there's a way to get the game session from the server. But anyway, I was onto something though. Um for the most part. So like so there is this. There is a process parameters.h file, but in the default code they send us, they don't use the process parameters. They use F process parameters. That's the thing. So I don't know why this process parameters is different. Because, like, it is different. It's definitely different. But that doesn't, I don't think that exists. I don't think Get Game Session ID exists. But see, then I don't know if that's worth it then, because then I have to make a Lambda API that gets the game session for me. Which isn't the worst option, but let's just look at what we got, because we do have on update game session now, so I don't want to give up on it yet. Like, it's here. On update game session definitely exists. It's just, I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just like trying to. Oh, okay. Like, I don't understand what it. Okay, so I don't understand why they make this, but that's not even the right one. All right, so process parameters. I don't know like any of this stuff. So yeah. So I have to construct this whole object. Fun stuff. I'm gonna try to make an object of this type. Because I want to go with the docs. I feel like the docs has good information, even though it's not the greatest, but it's information. So, the other alternative is to make a Lambda API, but we want to try to follow the docs, so we'll try the docs. So let's start with this guy. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. Let me look at process parameters. Maybe someone has done it already, like an example of process parameters. Oh, okay, someone did something. Oh, this is a long answer. Alright, let me this guy. Can I just pass a null for now, or just call? I'm literally just gonna do that. See if that works. Undeclared identifier. I probably need an import for that. Maybe. Probably just doesn't. Honestly. I mean, it's there. Oh, but it's in the. Okay, that's why it's of type AWS GameLift server model. So I apologize if I sound a bit sassy. I'm tired. And shockingly hungry, even though I ate before this. Is not a member of a GameLift server model. You're right. It's part of GameLift server. Process ready. Okay. Well, that doesn't help. Alright. Why does process... Companion, I do not drink coffee, unfortunately. Not a big caffeine guy. Oh, the problem is I'm using the GameLift server SDK module, though. So I can't even do what I wanted to do. Process parameters won't work because I'm using process ready, and process ready, according to this guy, see, process ready uses this guy on their docs, but in reality, problem is they made a wrapper and they forgot. They forgot. I feel you, companion. But yeah, they're not using this. They're not using this. It's really weird. Their wrapper just doesn't use on update game session. Their wrapper is contained here. Like they just got rid of it. I don't know why. They literally made it so that it just doesn't have that on update game session feature. I think I literally have no choice but to make a Lambda API in this case, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I can't believe that though. I can't believe their docs would recommend me to do this that doesn't exist. On health check is called regularly to request a health status report from the server status. Ugh. Sorry guys, the nose is litchy, you know. But I just find that absolutely crazy. Like how the F process parameters class does not have on update game session, but if you go to the process parameters class, it does have on update game session. I just think that's like so dumb. I don't know why the plugin does not have that feature. I think that's something really important. I just don't understand. Like it's not even. And I'm not going to change the server plugin, but I just think that's stupid. I think they should absolutely get that info. It's like, that's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. But you see that, right, guys? I just want to show you guys, like, here you have on update game session where I'm highlighted on line 39. But in the actual GameLift server SDK, it's not there. There is no on update game session. You have on start, on health check, and on terminate. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why they don't have that. That's like really important. And I'm not gonna add it, but like, why would their docs recommend this? They don't have the feature. Let's see this. Add Amazon GameLift to a game server. I want to see this for Unreal Engine. Unless there's a way to just do it without the GameLift server SDK module, but I'm pretty sure that's the best way to do it. Like, I'm pretty positive that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. Disappointed because I probably have to write more code in the form of a Lambda API, but I might post a question on the forums just asking like why that's not the case. They haven't updated the plugin in a while. I just want to look at the docs. Process ready. I mean, like, do I have to do it this way? I don't think I even. Because they're using the GameLift SDK module. What I'm wondering is, do I even need to do that? See how they're just using like these static functions? I think I might need to do more research on my own. Because I want to I want to redo this. I want to redo this this code in the game mode initializer without the GameLift SDK module variable, because I don't think it's necessary. I think you can do everything through static functions and variables, and if you can do it through like everything through like where it's prefixed with AWS double colon GameLift double colon server double colon whatever, then I think it'll work. For now, I think I might do that on my own though. Yeah. On game session though. What is I want to know what this means. Yeah, sorry if this is really boring, guys. Like I'm trying to like process all this stuff right now. It's kind of new to me right now, so I'm trying to like figure this out. Lambda capture list. Ooh, okay. What's a lambda capture list? I don't know what this is. I can't understand this. I don't know enough C++. Yes. Yes, companion. Yes, I agree. I don't know. I'm too tired. I'm just trying to figure out what this colon equal, or sorry, square bracket equals square bracket means. It's a lambda capture list, and this variable is used only once else in this file. Is it just a lambda function? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just okay. I get it. It's a lambda function. Okay. All right, I understand. Never mind. We're good. We're good. I understand. I think. You're right, Amelis. You're right, but I'm lazy. I don't know why I'm so tired today. I think it's because I have the coronavirus. Kidding, kidding, kidding. Too soon. It's not even just that. I want to rewrite it, but I don't want to do it on stream because I want to actually like upload the build, just make sure like I didn't break anything. So, um, So I'm just trying to figure out this lambda function syntax right now, and I get like what it is, but it doesn't use the game session in this, so I'm trying to wonder. Maybe I should rewrite it on stream. Maybe I should just stop being a baby. You got a good point, Mills. Why does this work? How does this work? Like, it takes in a game session, but it calls... It does a static function. That's so weird. Can we both agree that this is just a weird practice? This isn't just me, right? This isn't just me, right? Like, why have a function take a parameter when you're not even using it? You're just calling a static function anyway. That can't just be me, right? Like, I actually haven't seen that before, but I found this capture any reference variable by making a copy. I think that's true, companion. I think that is what's going on. Why do it off stream? I think I don't think it'll be 10 minutes, Millis. I think that's why I'm gonna do it off stream. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna do this off stream. Taj, I'm sorry. I'm about to end the stream today, but I want to thank you guys for coming. I will try to do this ASAP. So I want to thank Millis, Taj, Companion. I think that's pretty much it. It was just you three. Three beautiful guys. Taj, it's not really struggling. I'm thinking about rewriting this stuff, which basically handles like the activation of game sessions as well as health checks as well as on terminations. But yeah, it's just like weird because so the GameLift server SDK has a wrapper on a object called process parameters, and they call this wrapper f process parameters, but the stupid thing is that this doesn't have a callback function called on update game session, but in the thing it's wrapping it clearly exists right there, like it's there. Like, how is this here but not here? So I'm gonna do this offline. I'm gonna rewrite basically. I'm gonna try to update, or I'm gonna try to rewrite all of this code without the GameLift SDK module. So I'm gonna do it purely through like basically it. The next time you guys see this code, it's gonna be like a bunch of this. You're gonna see a lot of AWS : GameLift : Some of you guys may know what I mean. If you don't, I'm sorry, but I'm dead. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna watch UFC 248. So I will see you guys later. Tomorrow I may be streaming as many as 3 times. So get ready for that. It is going to be a blast. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna get a good sleep this time. See ya.